Ruto has been trending on Twitter for the larger part of the day, and of course, it's concerning about his US trip. Today is second trip. Today is the second day for His Excellency William Ruto's trip in the United States of America, and there are some videos that were trending on on Twitter about him paying a visit to the John Carter or wherever, or the Martin Luther King's wherever National Historical Park at Atlanta, and there's also a picture that is trending about of him, Rachel, and handshaking. That's Nonel. That is the basketball player, the Shaq, exactly. And people are trying to talk about this trip, like. Do you think this trip really generates what you are spending on it? Because majority of people thinks that apart from it's a waste of resources, is also a waste of time. Like it's not giving back what is expected. I saw Butita trending on also this trip. Very ako amefurahia sana, but it's always very good for youth at least to take part on such things. And in the course of the day, around today, around midday, Miguna made a tweet. Miguna made a certain tweet concerning William Ruto's trip to United States of America. Let me look for the tweet and read it for you. I think it's here. Let me read this tweet for you. Leaders of Africa, of African countries like Kenya, must not waste billions of shillings. Then he put into bracket, money we need to build factories and create employment on unnecessary frequent foreign trips. If the US and other so-called developed countries are genuine about their support for us, the leaders who travel to Africa and spend their wealth on our hotels, beaches, and programs, and in the process economically empower Africa. He's feeling that the trip that most of these African leaders are making to these Western countries are useless. Like we are wasting revenues on these trips. It's not like these trips are generating something to Africa, and they feel that he feels that if these foreign countries they mean what they're saying, like supporting Africa, they should themselves make these foreign trips to Africa and spend some time at least African to get the revenue. But again, if you look at this statement, he's making a lot of point, because if you ask yourself, where do these Westerners leaders make their trips, such as vacation? Where do they go to? Which countries? Like you find the last time I saw somebody here, big name, I can't even recall, but that was a by the way. The main punchline of this video is that Rigathi Gachagua, truthful man, has actually replied to Waiguru. Yesterday, Waiguru made a tweet, and people viewed this tweet as an attack to Rigathi Gachagua. Let me look for that tweet. It was a very interesting tweet, and the tweet is here. And let me quote Waiguru. While we respect the office of the Deputy President, and indeed any other office of leadership, a progressive democracy does not allow us, the group of the UDA, or somebody as a leader, as occupiers of public leadership office, to personalize them to the extent that it becomes a taboo for anyone else to nurture and express ambition to occupy them. Anne Waiguru is insinuating something, that the position or the office of the deputy president, that Rigathi Gachagua should not personalize that office and view it as something that he owns. And he should have an open mind that the office is not for himself, and any other person, regardless of the gender, can occupy that office too. Let me continue with this one. Let us recognize the right of all, especially our women and our youth, to aspire to the high office. Do you recall there's a time William Ruto made a statement that it's of goodwill to let have a male president deputized by a female deputy president. And they had to, he talked of, he was going to make some arrangements, that is then himself and Rigathi Gachagua, wenye watamaliza, they see if it's possible to accommodate such an idea. And people started insinuating that the woman that was in question, or the ladies that were in question, were Gladys Wanga and Anne Waiguru, that were being groomed to replace Rigathi Gachagua. Let me proceed. Let us hold their hands in mentorship of political and socio-economic leadership. And in this tweet, Anne Waiguru is also talking with youth. I mean, youth to aspire into high office. Definitely, the person that Anne Waiguru is talking about here is Ndindi Nyoro. Ruto is excluding Rigathi Gachagua from the politics of the UDA. And he's doing it so well that he's taking politicians that have got influence in the Kikuyu region. And he has managed to seclude akina Ndindi Nyoro, ametoa Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, then because I thought Anne Waiguru would be there, would be on the side of Rigathi Gachagua, but right now this reveals that she's not on the sides of Rigathi Gachagua. So amewatoa kabisa, and Rigathi Gachagua is remaining to be somehow excluded as one person, because the people that are fighting for Rigathi Gachagua are more the older generation of Kikuyu leaders. And when I saw it on today, when I saw Standard newspapers headline today talking about allies of the DP Rigathi Gachagua to fight financial bill, I know something was cooking, because today Rigathi Gachagua, on his way to Gichungu for the funeral of his former, I think he was deputy principal, he made a stopover at Kagio in Kutus Township and acknowledges greetings from Wananchi. And he made some statement. First, he did a lot, and he told Kikuyu nation to be very diligent on their economic pursuits and and unity. And he made a statement there, and this one is, I think he meant to respond to what Anne Waiguru said yesterday. And he said, I'm seeing everything that is happening, but I have chosen to remain silent. Remember, where the river is silent, it is more dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, this, I figured it out as a response of DP Gachagua to Waiguru, but not actually to Waiguru. This response is to His Excellency William Ruto. Obvious, yesterday when Waiguru backed, definitely it was not Waiguru who was speaking. Remember, Waiguru made that tweet, then he carbon copied William Ruto, he tagged William Ruto, he tagged Rigathi Gachagua, he tagged Musalia Mudavadi, he tagged Kimani Ichung'wah, he tagged Aaron Cheriot, he tagged Ndindi Nyoro. And you know, guys, the office that has been in question for the last almost 1 week has been the office of the deputy president in absence of state functions and state duties. And it's in the corridor of powers that there is something that is going on that is beyond what meets our eyes. As you all know, in politics, white is not white and black is not black. This simply means that the war between DP, Gachagua, and William Ruto is still going on. And I feel this war will end up in a state that is going to be even much worse than the war that was between Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. Thank you for giving me your time, and I would just recommend that if you've watched until this time, please take your time and click the subscribe button and help me build this channel. It's also another way of promoting me. Otherwise, you guys have a nice time.